Keisha's kitchen. So Rubies, go get your plates, grab your food, and come sit down and eat with us. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time the roommates drop a new video. Enjoy watching. Now let's eat! Hey, what's up, roomies? I'm so glad to be eating and talking with you guys. Now I'm gonna do the first bite. Now let's see what I'm gonna do with. I think I'm gonna do the fish. Alright. I'll get this one right here. This one's a lot bigger. Okay. Alright. Look, roomies, check that out. You know, I actually made this meal, but I had Keisha supervising while I made the meal. Now we're about to do the first bite. Well, let me get my hot sauce and put that on there. Now let's do this countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. This is my first time cooking. It actually came out good. Because a lot of times when I cook by myself, without Keisha behind me, telling me step by step what to do, a lot of times I'm impatient, so I end up burning my food, or it's either undercooked. But this came out wonderful because I had an expert behind me, going through step by step how much onion powder to use, how much garlic powder, how much salt. I almost forgot my drink. Now yesterday I had made the sauce. I got up at like 11 o'clock in the morning. Keisha tells me, she's like, Amber, we're gonna do a video, so you gotta cook the food. I'm gonna tell you step by step what to do, and you just do everything I tell you to do. So now for the sauce, I use regular. It was just like regular sauce out the jar. But I had sauteed green bell peppers, red bell peppers, onions, and there's even ground beef in this. Check it out. Let me show you what that looks like. Look at that. Check it out. This pasta came out good. Now with pasta, I know how to cook pasta because usually when I take the pasta out, I like it al dente. I pretty much every 3 minutes, I'll just check the pasta, like put a fork in it, taste test it. But for me, making sauce is more challenging. Now when I put the spices in the sauce, I put a teaspoon of basil, oregano, and a tablespoon of tablespoon of onion powder, garlic powder. And I put the pink Himalayan sea salt. And then when I did the fish, what I use for the fish is I use fish fry. And I put all the seasonings in there, like the salt, the onion powder, the garlic powder. And this fish here is actually, this is catfish. I almost forgot to mention it when I was introducing the food, but I figured we'd get to that while we got more into the conversation. But with the catfish, I have put I didn't measure the spices or anything. On the catfish, I put the sea salt, the garlic powder, the onion powder, and I like rubbed it on there real good. And after I did that, I took the fish and pretty much battered it into the fish fry and just turned it over. Keisha kept having to tell me, don't pat it down, just turn it over. Cause like, my ex, when she used to have me cook for her, she used to like, she didn't really know how to cook. She would buy lamb meat, and she would put mustard all over the meat, and then she would just put like breadcrumbs, and she didn't have me batter it, she would just have me pat it down. Let me tell you, every time I ate this girl's cooking, I always got a stomachache. The first time she made spaghetti, it wasn't like our first date or anything. It was like at the time we were just friends. But her spaghetti was terrible. Like she left, she didn't even check the spaghetti. The only thing she did right was letting the water boil, but she didn't put no salt in the water. She didn't put no olive oil in the water. I mean, either way, you gotta put one or the other. So she puts the spaghetti into the water, and finally when she takes it out, I'm looking at it, and I didn't want to be rude, so I'm thinking in my head, like, is that what you're gonna feed us? It was me, her, and it was me, her, and my ex that I went with before her. Cause I met this girl through my first girlfriend, who met her from like a dating website. By the time, what she put on her spaghetti was just terrible. She put butter, and I think she called herself trying to put pesto sauce on there too. But the thing about it was that spaghetti, when she drained it out, it was so mushy that I didn't even want to eat it. And you know me. You know if I don't want to eat something, you know it's bad. Because I'll pretty much eat anything. But to me, if something looks like it's like, it looks disgusting, like, man, it's not cooked right, I'm not going to eat it. Like, for example, I went to this one Mother's Day brunch, and And this was the year after my mom passed away. So me and my family, we go to this restaurant, and so they bring us the steak, and it was like probably, how many steaks? It was like 12 steaks on a plate about this big. Cause it was like one of those 7-course meals, like those Italian weddings you hear about where they bring you the first entree, then the second. So this steak, you guys, it was, I'm looking at the lady, and she brings us a steak that had a lot of pink in it. Like, it didn't even look like it was medium rare. It just looked like it could have been like rare, but it was, like, she didn't cook it right. But I give her a look, and she got annoyed that I gave her that look, but she knew why I was looking at her like that. I was giving her the look like, really? I'm thinking to myself, are you effing serious? You really want to serve people this? So my family, they didn't say anything, so I just said to the lady, I'm like, you know what? We're not eating this. Take it back. I'm like, unless you cook it right, we're not eating it. You need to take it back, put it back in the oven, and put it on medium. And I told her, I'm like, we got kids and adults. You really want to feed kids meat that's pink and not even cooked? She did not like that I said that, but at that time, I was real mad because when I would go out with my family, Mother's Day brunch was my favorite thing. Because we would either go there, well, we went there that one time, but we would also, I also used to love when we had buffets. Because on buffets, first they would have breakfast. It's like one table would have breakfast, another table would have lunch, dinner, and dessert. My family would look at me like I'm insane because I would have like, I wouldn't just go back for a second plate, I would go back for like a 4. I cannot believe how good this fish came out. I remember the last time I did a video like this, it was Mother's Day. And that video, I was real emotional. In that video, I was mostly just like talking about how my mom was like my best friend and everything. But it's very rare when your parent is like your best friend, because usually the parent is more like the disciplinary. But with my mom, she didn't discipline her kids, she'd rather be their friend. Like my mom, when she get mad, or if I asked her for something, instead of saying no, she would just scream. She'd just tell me to get away from her. I can laugh about that now because I'm an adult, but let's just say whenever my dad was home on the weekends, because like he worked a full-time job, so the only time we saw him was on the weekends when he wasn't working overtime. So on the weekends, I would know. Like, I'd be like, I'd be thinking in my head, like, don't ask mom for anything because it's the weekend and dad's home and you cannot get a yes out of her. She's just going to have to fly off the handle. But I was that type of kid where I was kind of sneaky, like I was that kind of kid where like I would act like an angel. Like no, when my dad wasn't around, I wasn't really an angel. I would just hang out in my room with the door closed and just be watching TV, doing my homework. This garlic bread's amazing, you guys. Now this I didn't make, this I got from the store. If I try making this garlic bread, it'll probably take me like 2 days to make it. Because making stuff by scratch takes a lot longer than just buying it from the store and warming it up. Now my grandma, she used to make her bread by scratch. And for many years, I loved my grandma's cooking. Because my grandma, she was like that type of woman where I loved her. I didn't care if her bread was bland or anything like that. I didn't even notice that if she didn't know how to cook the bread because I was just so accustomed to eating a certain way that to me it tasted normal. But the first time I brought my ex-girlfriend my grandma's cooking, she always enjoyed the spaghetti, but she did not like the bread. Because my grandma, when she made her homemade Italian bread, I think she had forgot to use salt or something because it would always come out kind of like misshaped. So when you bit into it, it was like there was some missing. Like, she either forgot the salt or didn't use enough salt. But it was mostly because she had high blood pressure, so she didn't use a lot of salt in her cooking. That's why it was a little bland. So this one restaurant, I had one 2 years back. At the time, I think I was like 21. And this restaurant was, it was all the way in like downtown Chicago. The restaurant was called Quarantino's. And they had the best food there. Like, me and my ex, we would go there probably every other day. And we went there so much, like we go there so much, that the manager of the restaurant, to this day, that if I went there and sat down and ate there, he probably still remember me. And he'd be like, he would still remember me. He'd be like, wow, long time no see, how have you been? But the food was good. The way that the ordering was over there, it was very different from any restaurant. Like, they would want you to taste test all different types of pasta. My favorite pasta my all-time favorite pasta that I had there was the red clam linguine. And every time I go there, that's what I would always order. It'd be the red clam, the white clam sauce, linguine, or like spaghetti, muscatella. It'd be like different type of stuff there. But like every time I would go there with my ex-girlfriend, if she left the table and would go to the bathroom, the manager, he would always come to the table and he'd just be flirting with me. At the time, I'm into like both men and women, and I thought he was real cute. He had real good hair, blue eyes. He was tall and kind of thin. And so when she left and I'm sitting at the table by myself just eating my food, he comes over to the table and he's like, here's my card. And I knew right away what he was doing. He was trying to give me his number. And I'm thinking like, he owns a restaurant and he thinks I'm cute. I'm thinking if I wasn't with this girl, I would call this man. Well, you guys, your girl Amber is full. I had a lot of fun eating and talking with you guys, but if I eat anymore, you're going to hear me breathing real hard and you don't want that. So I'm going to have to close this video out. Roomies, Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time the roommates drop a new video. Thank you all for watching. Love you guys. Peace out. Don't forget to live, love, and laugh. Bye.